Hello, we are cat.
Okay, I'll stop and I'll start over. Hold on.
Okay.
How do I stop recording?
Do it now.
What? You know what? Can't stop recording. Just go with it.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, we are Japan Catch Up, episode 4. We will talking about news from Japan again, and I will come up with new Japanese vocabulary for you. I am Kumi from Japan, and Anna.
Hello.
And Kai. And then we have Alan off screen.
Hello.
And Gua.
Yep, also off screen. Hi.
Hi. So this week we also have a many interested topic from Japan, but let's start with Japanese vocabulary first, as usual. Today I will introduce the word nakitsura ni hachi.
Wow.
Nakitsura ni hachi. Any of you have you listened to this word?
Nakitsura.
I can't even pronounce it.
Again, please.
Nakitsura ni hachi.
Nakitsura ni
hachi.
Yeah.
Nakitsura ni
Well,
hachi.
if divided to 3, if divided this word into 3, actually this is easy Japanese. Naki, probably
Naki.
Alan know. Naki.
It's to cry.
Yes. To cry. And tsura. Tsura is another way to call face. And hachi. Hachi is
number.
8.
this is wasp.
Oh.
knew it.
Hachiko?
So crying face with wasp. Can you guys guess what does it mean in English? There is exactly same meaning in English I found.
Oh.
Don't touch a wasp nest.
Nope.
You look like you've been stung by a bee.
With-
Oh, when you cry.
Crying face.
Waspy crying.
It's
Horny crying?
you've been crying and then a bee stings you in the face while you're crying. So
No, but you look like you've been stung by a bee on your face after you've been crying. Honestly, at least anyway.
That must be so sad thing happened to her. But the meaning is, the answer is in English, it rains. When it rains, it pours.
Okay.
So
Don't quite see where the wasp comes in.
the idea is you will get stung by wasps even though you already have something sad.
Ah, so when life kicks you when you're down, sort of like you.
Yeah, some sad thing can happen again, or some more trouble. There are some more trouble again and again.
I feel like it's a universal law, like at this point in time. Like every culture seems to have it. Life kicks you when you're down. Wasp stings you when you're crying, or like stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm curious. What is another expression in another language? Like I said, there must be some similar expression for this situation.
I don't think we have one in Romanian.
It's probably one in Chinese.
Jiwa?
I have no idea.
Nothing happened like this to you. That's
Not
good.
necessarily the same, but Murphy's Law is like when something can go wrong, it will go wrong. Yeah.
Similar idea, I guess.
Yeah.
But I found the Japanese expression way is so cruel. If it's based on someone's experience, that's terrible. When it rains, it pours. It sounds kind of simple. But stung by wasps when I'm crying, it sounds extreme.
Yeah.
I mean, the Japanese like to have it extreme, don't they?
Especially in idioms.
Yeah, especially in idioms. I don't know many, but I know that, yeah, they always go overboard.
Have you guys been stung by a wasp before?
Nope, fortunately.
No.
Yeah, it sucks.
You have.
I mean, someone must
Yeah.
have been stung by a wasp in Japan while they were crying for them to come up with the idiom at some point.
Yeah.
Imagine coining that though. Like, ooh, I came up with that one.
Yeah, I feel that would be like a terrible. It's like the one of the worst times you get stung by a wasp. I thought someone stabbed me in the neck. I actually like thought someone jumped my fence and like stabbed me. It was like so painful.
Oof.
I'm often stung by wasp in Animal Crossing these days.
Wait, what? Say it again now?
That's not cool.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe this is interesting if I can research about history of idiom as well. Someday I will come up with the story behind backstory of idiom as well next time.
Yeah,
And
that'd be great.
Thank you. And actually, I'm bringing some kind of negative words 4 times in a row. Maybe I will pour effort to bring some beautiful word from Japanese language next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Can you say it one more time, though, to me?
Nakitsura ni hachi.
Nakitsura ni hachi. Nakitsura
Hachi.
ni
So,
hachi.
nakitsura, crying face. Hachi, wasp.
I feel like that's something. Do Japanese parents say that to their kids?
Nakitsura ni hachi.
No.
Well, I'm rocking of experience with children, and I kind of forget about my childhood, so I don't know.
Then
Didn't have my mom say that.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Okay. Okay, let me introduce some news from Japan. Japanese people have been reacting to coronavirus situation pandemic in unique way by sharing images online of a mythical creature. So there is some creature. It's called yokai. This is folkloric, mythical, can be god, can be monster in Japan. Have you ever heard of Yokai Watch, the animation or game?
Yoderu, 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 yoderu.
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 Yes, it is. Very low voice yodel music. I think that was lowest one I've ever heard. So yeah, this character in Yokai Watch, its concept is yokai in Japan. And there is a story. One of yokai come to the surface on the ocean, and he give predict it will be beautiful harvest season for 6 years. After that, people will suffering with fighting plague. If people want to avoid that, people should draw his appearance and share as much as you can that picture, and let another people draw him as well. That's his yokai story. So based on this story, now a lot of people started to draw him and then share on the Twitter. But this is 21st century. Now this yokai, name is Amabie, become anime style.
Do you have a picture of it, Alan?
No, I don't. Hold on. Let me see if I can find one.
Anyway, go on, Kumi.
I'm gonna share it with Alan, and I can share it. So even there is a masks. I think nowadays people really want to have it in Japan. Some mask has a print of Amabie, monster Amabie creature.
Okay, no, that's very interesting.
He better look cool.
It looks like a mermaid, kind of.
Nice.
Like
That's a nice way to
Waterfall?
express Amabia. Before we can show the Amabia looking, you can imagine Amabia looking. This is Mamet like, but he has
He?
he has 3 legs. No, I'm not sure. So sorry, maybe it has 3 legs and then fishy scales and a long hair and a green face.
I'm gonna
So
share
not sure he or she.
one of the pictures from Twitter. This one's kind of a cute one. I mean, hold on, give me 1 second.
imagine if mermaids had like fish heads and like the body of like the bottom half of like humans.
That would be a little bit more disturbing.
I think the author of this article also, try hard to get idea how to explain this looking in English. So mermaid.
It's very cute.
That one's cute.
Not quite the monster I was envisioning.
I like it.
If this is the one I saw, I could have said she. But
Yeah. Looks like a little.
this is
Oh.
cute, yeah.
I don't know.
There's another one.
And so
Yeah, this is look
if-
like a she.
to not get corona. Or
And
to
this is for protection.
protect
Yes,
against corona.
Worship and a ward off coronavirus spread.
I like it.
Wow.
Oh, wasn't there a movie on like one of these things?
Sorry, Kai.
Was there a movie based on this monster?
Meaty. I just don't know that
Movie.
I feel
movie. No, I don't know.
like there's a movie.
Yeah. But so people are drawing this on Twitter to like ward off the coronavirus, and this is something that's come back from like
The 1800s.
yeah, like a long time ago.
No, some of my one of my friend get a Mabia sticker.
Oh,
Cute.
this is interesting because it's not okay. So people, are they like earnestly or like honestly believing that Amabi will protect them from coronavirus, or is it more kind of like a joke?
I'm sure most of them are joke, but also they wanted to have something lighter news.
Yeah.
Not just talking about how many infection a day.
Yeah.
Well, when I'm scared of ghosts and stuff, when too many weird things happen around the house, I get salt and I throw it everywhere in the room and I clap a lot, and it makes me sleep better. So maybe it's like something for them as well.
Yokai idea is not it's not like ghost. Yokai can be ghost, can be monster, can be how can I say that?
I just mean in terms of like for
It's
corona,
symbolic.
for corona, it's just maybe you can just, it may just help people like sleep a little bit better or something. Like it's all like praying, like just
maybe since people are enjoying to the design Amabie on internet. So I don't know if people taking it seriously or just having popular. Not only Amabie, there are many hashtag or relay thing on Instagram or in which on Twitter, doing same thing on YouTube or on Twitter. So that drawing Amabie is one of the things people doing. As
Oh, and also like with Corona, I've noticed that creativity has been like a byproduct of people having to stay at home. Obviously, they have more time to create things. I think like the fact that they're drawing this monster is more of a creative part of the quarantine life. It's probably got an aspect.
Yeah, I think so. Well, especially drawing something. Some people say drawing something can make people calm down in psychological study, something like that. Just I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Sure. But that's really cool.
So start drawing your amabies.
Yeah, that would be cool if any of our Zero fans would send us drawings of Amavier, and then we can put them up to protect us from the coronavirus here. I love Japan's like loose spiritual um, foundation. Like, yeah, we're gonna draw monsters on the wall to protect us from coronavirus. Monsters from our thousands and thousands of years back in the past when we believed that there were monsters roaming the earth. I love it. I love it. Kudos.
This is one of difficult thing to explain since I start to speak English and then have a friendship with other countries' friends. Some kind of spiritual thing in Japan, like such as yokai, or the idea why I'm gonna say itadakimasu before it is very difficult because some spiritual thing it's stuck in my mind very naturally since I growing up here, but now it's difficult again. So in history or ancient idea in people custom in Japan, people believed in so many natural disaster or some kind of weird thing happened but because of yokai or a god or some spiritual thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can accept that kind of idea easily. Even I also have a information based on science.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm divided into two personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting balance though. Okay, and what is next? I think we have a story about criminal in Aichi again, the Florida of Japan.
Oh, again, in the same city or prefecture? What is it?
Same
It's a city.
prefecture. This is
Prefecture.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, this man, that criminal, who lived in Nerima, I think that maybe Aichi police station caught him. So, believably, this happening is 60 years old man cut his list and dropped his blood on the sheet of bullet train, more than 80 sheets in bullet train.
Shit.
So he cut his
Seat.
He cut his
Excuse
wrist,
me.
and
Sorry.
it dropped. He like dripped blood on like 20 or more seats on the Shinkansen.
Oh.
80 seats.
80.
Wow.
And that's brought he walking along the coach 1 to 6.
Mm.
Just his blood.
With he kind of blood.
Uh-oh.
Sorry,
Okay, we're back. We can hear you now.
I can't.
Technical difficulties.
We can hear.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
Fix the audio.
Okay, now I can hear everyone. Sorry.
Right.
Okay.
Did anyone give me a question about this article?
No, so
Or
he cut his
technical
wrist.
problem?
And he bled on 80 seats just walking throughout the train for no apparent reason.
Well,
That's a lot of seats.
in this article,
It's a lot of hassle to clean
How?
up.
And you said he was how old?
61 years old.
I reckon
man.
this man was just bored.
Wanted to go to jail.
No.
Jim said he wanted to go to jail.
Probably.
Maybe.
Maybe
He was
it's
like-
it's like the cooler the crime, just like the weirder.
Oh.
Maybe you can get more
Yeah.
respect,
He's got more clout in jail, and he's like, yeah, that's got to be at least 3 years. Come on.
I know Jibua, it says that is he is denied the allegations. because he
What?
said,
I
no, I just stuck my list on door or something. That wasn't on purpose, he said. Yeah. So it's more mysterious.
Can you imagine if he got drunk and he just like cut himself, he didn't even notice and just stumbled around and now he's in some sort of weird crime?
That's weird crime.
Are they
I'm sure
cameras?
inside the bread train? I don't
Yeah.
think so. I don't
There's
think
cameras
so, but
in Australia, we have cameras in the trains.
so
Do you believe
But-
him though, Kumi? Do you think he was like, oh, I got my door or my hand trapped in the door and I bled over 80 seats?
no way.
I would love to see this court case if it's gonna go to trial or
If it's possible, I will follow the latest news about this because this happened just 2 days ago, and the article say now Porres is in allegation.
Mhm.
So maybe, well, I want to know his motive to do. I'm sure Japan is said one of the safety country in the world.
Mhm.
If we talking about murder or thief or some violence, maybe yes, Japan is, but there are so many weird climate in Japan as well.
Yeah, they're quite strange, aren't they? Not necessarily.
That's a good comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully I can get newest information about this. Oh yeah, I said Japan is one of the safest country in the ranking. Another ranking, there is a health organization ranking in the world. Japan ranked in 4.
Nice.
Which means how much people are serious to maintain health or the organization to see doctor in a clinic or clinic or hospital. Oh, bless you.
Mhm.
That's really cool. What was number one? Just out of curiosity. It's definitely America.
Number 1 is Switzerland, I think.
I knew it.
Let me check.
It's because they eat chocolate.
Oops, sorry. Number 1 is Singapore.
Oh, Singapore.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Is that
Wait, Kai. Wait, are your parents from Singapore?
Yeah, I moved to Australia when I was 4.
Okay.
Yeah, so does that make me healthy?
They don't eat a whole lot of healthy food there, so I don't know.
No, but like the vaccinations and everything, like the
But
healthcare.
is it just the health system? It's saying like that the health system is good or the people are healthy?
It's based on from internet. The health pillar measures that extent to which people are healthy and have access to the necessary service to maintain good health, including including health outcomes, health system, illness, and the risk for factors and mortality rates.
Yeah, I kind of feel that the environment in Singapore is like conducive to that though. It's pretty much like a sauna the whole time, so it's like you sweat a lot, you have to walk around a lot of places. Like there's outdoor gyms everywhere. Like there's a lot of like communities where you can exercise. So I don't know if it's a health system or just like the overall system in general.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well, you said Japan was number 4?
No, I'm sorry. Japan was 2. Japan is 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Four is South Korea.
Oh, South Korea. Okay. Wow.
I don't know why I misunderstood. I'm South Korea.
Wait a minute. What's number 3? If they say Taiwan or something, it would be.
Number 3 is Switzerland.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically, my memory is messed up.
Okay. Okay. So number 3, Switzerland. Where is America? Where is?
So-
on the list.
America is America.
40.
United States. United States.
Not coming up. Nope.
18
What?
between
Uh-huh.
Brazil and Peru.
Oh my.
Wait, but that's not bad. Where would
I mean,
Brazil?
But
Okay,
Brazil,
I take
Brazil's
that.
the favela and stuff like that. That's like
okay. Whoa.
Well, where is South Africa then? Let's-
oh jeez.
Gotta make it a competition.
South Africa is lower.
South Africa
Mhm.
is, yeah, I found this. 133 between Comoros and Zimbabwe.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Wait, I gotta see where Australia is now.
Yeah, what is Oz?
Australia is
It should be quite high, right?
Should be top 10.
No.
18.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
wait.
I would
West is 18.
Oh, you got
between
17.
Italy and Luxembourg.
Wait.
From
Wait, what am I looking at? Oh, this is the prosperity index. Oops, that's the wrong one.
So is America or Australia healthier?
Oh, no. There's a bad news. Sorry. United States, I said 18, right?
Yes.
No. I misunderstood about
Oh.
this table. United States is 59, and then between Brazil and Peru.
Wow.
Wait, what? 59.
Is it mean what kind of point effect on this ranking? Like, is it expensive to see doctor in the United States?
Oh, yeah. No, you might as well just
I
die.
think that.
You might as
And you
well
got like McDonald's,
yeah.
got
Just go ahead and die.
Supersize Me,
Super what now?
Supersized
Oh,
McDonald's.
yeah.
Not a bad deal though.
Yeah.
And the article says that kind of people's idea about health affect the viral infection about coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, in this article, Japanese people wearing masks usually, for example, to protect from hay fever,
Mhm.
or some girls wearing mask without no reason because they don't want to make up that day to hide the face. So this is wearing a mask is very common thing to do in Japan before coronavirus spreading
Yeah.
situation.
Yep. Okay. Well, let's
Where's
see.
Australia? Oh, okay.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break, kids. So just hang in there with us, and we will be right back.
Catch you back later.
I
Yeah. All right. Okay, we're back. Yes. So where do we leave off? We left off talking about Japan being quite healthy, and the America also being very, very healthy.
Mhm.
Yep, and very fit. And also having very healthy foods as well. So we can
Shall we just
just move right on to the next topic, Golden Week, which is coming up. How many vacation days is Golden Week this year?
This year is, well, let me quick check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maximum 8 days. But there is a normal weekday between, normal 3 days between that week. So depends on company. Some company are allowed to let people to take extra holiday so as to make a Golden Week longer. Official bank holiday is 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 days, but people want to have a holiday to extend that holiday.
Yeah. Okay. And then normally, so just for people who don't know, Golden Week is the longest vacation period of the entire year in Japan. I think there's something similar in China as well.
Mhm.
And normally people go back to their hometowns to visit their relatives, um, or just do whatever vacation they've been wanting to do. A lot of people go to like Hawaii, or do like an international vacation. And so the concern for this year is that um, it's yeah. Go ahead,
It's just gonna spread the virus everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, there is a prefecture, Okinawa Prefecture. It's like a beach paradise in Japan. But
Mhm.
now, a lot of people who work in tourism industry in Okinawa having a negative campaign to say, "Don't come to Okinawa this season
Yeah,
due to coronavirus."
yeah,
They are making some JPEG or picture saying main streets are closed, hugest aquarium are closed, some other thing.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That makes sense because obviously you don't want to spread it.
Actually, today is the first day of Golden Week. It's already in
Oh,
Golden Week.
Hmm.
Yes, so next week when we're gonna record the podcast, uh, I can come up with what's happened in
yeah,
Golden
Big
Week.
Golden Week, yeah.
yeah. That'll be interesting.
Classes are still going on.
Mm.
University classes are still going on.
Oh, they just don't care about you.
I don't know about in this specific.
Did you have?
But usually, this is bank holiday. It should be closed.
Hmm.
oh no.
Yeah. Well, so that kind of ties into the dentists being allowed to from Golden Week to dentists being
Hi,
allowed to test for coronavirus. So one thing that is interesting, actually, I can give you the math. Japan has, of all the countries that have been testing for coronavirus, the second lowest in the world for the amount of tests that they've done so far. So the highest, and this is based off of population. So like the highest is Iceland, with it being 135 people per thousand. And then the second highest, hold on, let me just pull up the chart. Oh, no, it went away. Okay, while I'm looking for that, the lowest is Mexico. Mexico is done. Mexico has done nothing essentially. It's like 0.4 per thousand people. So what is that? It's almost a full person for every 2,000 people. And then Japan is right above Mexico with like 1.8 per thousand people. So for every 1,000 people, 1.8 people have been tested. And I think I did the math, and it turns out it being somewhere around like 230 some odd thousand people that have been tested so far of all the people in Japan, which is a very, very low number.
On
America is doing quite
sorry,
well, just to throw that in there. Yeah, go ahead.
on the article I have here about the dentist, it says that Japan is reaching 9,000 tests, but Abe, he suggested that we do 20,000, which we haven't quite reached that number yet, but we're
what's
getting there.
what's the context of that? 20,000 tests
Daily tests.
daily. So okay, so they want to do them per day.
No,
So they're doing
yeah,
like 9,000 tests per day, and they're trying to get to 20,000 tests per day.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. And I think that them having dentists start doing the test is one of the ways that they're trying to get up to that number.
Mm.
Weird, oddly enough, my cousin texted me because he heard like this news story in the States about like all the hospitals in Japan being totally overrun, and how like one guy, he was sick or something and he had to call like 40 different hospitals before he could be admitted to have like a test and see what was wrong with him. Um, So I don't think it's nationally like a huge problem like that where people are having troubles getting into a clinic or a hospital, but it's really smart to just open up dental offices to be like, hey, you guys need to like help us pull some weight here, and start doing coronavirus testing on, so that we don't bombard or what's the word, Jibo? Overwhelm our hospitals. Yeah.
So does it mean that it shows the people who doesn't have symptoms can have a test in dentist, or if dentist doubts is he or she having coronavirus, and then they can decide to do test.
I think patients
Do
are.
they also can they also give them diagnose?
No, I don't think they can diagnose. It's a PCR test, so
yes.
it needs to go to the lab. But I think it's like patient, by patient. So they ask for it before they can be tested.
Mm.
Yeah.
But good thing to start up because like in scuba they plan on opening the judo in like a week.
They're opening
So,
the dojos in a week, you said?
yeah, so that people can wrestle each other, which may not be the best idea. So I feel like man needs to get an accurate number in, like before people start, taking it less serious.
Yeah, that would be smart. But I mean, this next week will be really interesting. If things are going to start opening back up, and then you have Golden Week on top of that, and now that they are doing more tests, the numbers should come out a little bit like more accurately. You know what I mean?
I reckon it'll skyrocket.
Yeah, chances are. But yeah, we'll see. And then so people are. Oh, Jibo told me about this because this one kind of ties into yours, the one that your next one, Anna. But like, there's some law firms in Tokyo that are opening up their rooms, right? Can you tell me about this? To married couples who need like a break from each other because they're quarantined. Who said?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Wait, to have a break with each other or like break from each other?
Like to get some time off from one another. Anna, did you tell me about this?
Well, this is the article that I'm going to talk about. I don't
Oh,
think
bet.
it doesn't say. It says it's more like a hotel thing. It doesn't really say anything about it being a Tokyo-based firm providing short-term rental units. It doesn't say it's anything to do with law.
Wait, a Tokyo-based firm for?
It doesn't say what firm it is. It's just a Tokyo-based firm.
Wow.
Oh.
Cool.
What is the divorce part tie in then?
So it just says Tokyo firm offers room for people who need a break from each other. So you go there, you pay about 4,000 per night, and you get to be away. It's basically saying they want to avoid divorce, so they're giving spouses like a break in order to avoid divorce.
Oh, okay.
But they're saying corona is not the underlying issue. There's obviously bigger issues going on in marriages.
Oh, okay. Wow.
For audience who live in Tokyo, I found the company. It's corona-recon.com, run by Kasoku.
Wow.
That's a company name.
That. Bless his heart. Bless that guy's heart. He is a businessman. Like, he was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get that URL right now while I can. Rikon means divorce for those who don't know. So Corona Rikon is the Corona divorce website.
Oh wow.
The owner actually started this company after he lost his own girlfriend.
That makes sense.
Oh.
Someone had made this company while I was still with her.
Oh, bless his heart. Sad guy.
Do you think she made a mistake to break up with that company's ideas person because he is trying to do something nice for people who need help? So maybe she lost a nice boyfriend.
I think so.
Yeah, maybe she lost her.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, what's the word that you taught us? Sugar daddy. What's the sugar daddy word? What's the word for sugar daddy?
My papa.
Sugar daddy, papa. Papa.
Papa, yeah.
Papi. Papi or papa?
Papa.
Tapioca papa? Is that what you said?
Tapioca papi.
Tapioca papa. Okay. Moving swiftly along. Kai, you were saying that campuses or like dojos are going to start opening up again.
Yeah.
Right? So it's
6th of May, 7th of May.
Oh, 7th of May. And then have you been going to class at all? Like,
No, all online.
Are
But
they
people
cool?
have been meeting around the parks to just play games and stuff. So, but apparently UV light kills like the coronavirus. So like outdoors is actually safer than like indoors.
yeah, we can't. We can't co-sign that statement. Do not. The statements of Kai are Kai's opinions alone. I'm gonna put a disclaimer at the bottom of this.
Oh no, you can Google it. There's
Okay, no. Anyway, we have
I found some journal articles.
universities who are actually opening up their study spaces for students to study online at uni, because either they don't have computers or internet.
But why can't I go into uni?
Because you have internet and a computer. Basically, you have to fill in a survey and let them know you don't have these accessible, things for education, and
Yeah.
then kind of put in measures like you can only sit every second seat. Everything is very well ventilated.
Is there UV lighting though?
So they have to fill in an online survey using internet to say they don't have a computer or Wi-Fi and they need to study at the university.
Where has been where has the teacher been in that time?
The teacher, I think, is still online.
Yeah.
The teacher does not come in.
From his from their apartment or somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
They want people to receive an equal education.
Yeah, but equal
I mean,
shit.
that's yeah. I mean, what are they supposed to do though for people who honestly don't have like any way to do
Well,
all
in my
classes in their house?
in my opinion, if you want to learn, go get a book. Like,
Of course.
nothing that you can
But
learn at
No
the
one's
university.
paying $5,000 a semester for the books.
You pay your uni fees for the good time and for the piece of paper. If you want to learn something, everything's online. Sorry, that's just my 2 cents.
The opinions of Kai. Stay tuned.
There's no filter. You will get full access to this.
All the access to that.
He's pointing his brain.
But I think it's fair, I think it's the universities can't. What are they going to do? You got a kid who doesn't have a laptop or a computer or internet. I can't imagine not having any of those things in this, like in 2020. But there are people who don't have that. So good on the schools for trying to do something.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Yeah. And they're probably just gonna sit down at the school and watch porn anyways. They're not gonna.
That's what I did. So
Okay.
I think it happened not on the school education industry. A lot of people push to do remote work from their house, but some of them doesn't have a security on their internet. So, or some seminar company wants to have a broadcast seminar, but they don't have a camera or something recording equipment. So that pandemic reminds that kind of company they need to have a kind of IT skill in the future.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm.
There's gonna be I'm really interested in seeing how the economy is gonna bounce back and what kind of companies are gonna what the ideas are gonna be to not only help prevent these kind of things, but Like what industries are essentially going to blow up? Because I think masks obviously are now just a thing permanently all over the world.
Big pharma.
Moment,
Yeah.
I don't know if gonna stay stable, but I'm working as web designer as well. But now, the online shopping industry's number going to increase. So selling company want
Yeah.
to have an advertisement on the internet. So web design or web advertisement company related to my job, it's kind of hot right now.
Yeah, I think delivery services too.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think
like-
Mm-mm.
oh, go ahead.
sorry.
Alan.
The biggest company that's benefited from this is probably TikTok, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Social media
Mm.
platforms.
Yeah. Yeah, I know drone companies are gonna blow up too. CVS and UPS. CVS is like a pharmacy in the States. In Florida, they're using drones to deliver prescriptions to elderly people.
Wow.
And
Alright.
so, yeah, I think stuff like that is going to become a bit more commonplace.
I can
But-
I've heard.
People shooting down the drones, just like what goodies come out.
Yeah. Drug dealers have been delivering drugs with drones for a very long time. So, I mean,
Yeah.
they're just now catching on, the pharmacies.
No,
Sure.
Kai, we're not moving to America.
What? No, Canada.
I don't anyways.
I've
Good.
heard now the tops are sold very well because now people having online conversation and they don't need to change their pants. So
Oh,
now
yeah.
people buying only tops.
Yeah,
Listen to me.
unfortunately. I've seen, some guys who they didn't have pants on when they were the news guy. Anyways, let's talk about blood types. So in America, I almost want to say that the Myers, is it Myers-Briggs? Myers-Briggs. That test, the 4 letters, that test is more popular than Zodiac for this current generation, I think. I don't know.
It's a personality test.
Yeah, the personality test. But for those who don't know, in Japan, blood type, is it still as big of a thing as it was like 10 years ago?
I think so, but the way people enjoy the blood type test is almost same as Holocaust. Did I say Holocaust?
Horoscope?
Sorry.
Holocaust?
Holocaust.
No.
Mistake.
No.
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 Hello.
It's not funny.
I want to join the Holocaust.
We will make
Horoscope.
Kumi's funny English mistake in the future from podcast series. The series 1. Yeah. So what I wanted to say is, some people don't enjoy blood type tests as like a decide partner or their job, but of course personality tests sometimes appear in job interview or something, so it's kind of different thing. Broad type test is more enjoyable, and it can be casual conversation at the first season of school semester or when we have a new colleague. Very casual to talk about it. This is not personal information. Broad type is not personal information for us, so that I think very casual. Maybe more than 10 years ago.
And so for all the Americans that are listening, could you tell us what personality is generally associated with each blood type? Because we have,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure nobody gets a blood test done. Not many people get blood tests done in the States.
Type A broad type. Broad type A is said responsible and well organized and patient. That's good side of type A. Maybe some people say too sensitive.
Wait, what's it? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's type A.
Mhm.
Type O, laid back, social, but too optimistic.
Mhm.
Okay.
No, it's all like
Type B, it said moody, going own way, can be selfish. Oh, I've started talking about bad side. But I also said cheerful, easy to adapt to a new environment, and creative.
Mhm.
Does that sound like me?
No, sounds like me.
The last type is AB. AB said, since AB is the rarest one, they are called romantic
Mhm.
or artistic and have two personality
Mm.
in their mind.
Mm.
Sound like me?
I showed
No.
in order to the population of blood type. Type A is the most common blood type in Japan.
Mhm.
Sorry, not talking only in Japan. In Japan, type A, type O, type B, type AB is the order of
Mhm.
population.
I looked it up for the states, and O is the highest percentage in the states. It's like 45 or something like that percent.
Mhm.
Yeah, which kind of
So
makes
in Japanese prototype idea is prototype defined the personality, but actually it doesn't make sense if 45% of United States people have the same personality. Of course not. But interestingly, if you think, I'm wondering if you think
Have
it's
you been to
interesting.
America,
Another
Cookie?
country.
Oh well,
Sorry?
yeah. I
Have
see what you're saying, Alan.
I think there's definitely a type in America for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
So another country which has a most population of type O is Kenya and Nigeria.
Oh,
Is that because
all
of the
princes are-
malaria?
Is it to do with malaria because it's like resistant per se?
It's like sickle cell.
Sorry, I think I missed the question.
Has that got to do with malaria resistance?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Anyways,
Yeah.
So
All ABs.
personalities. So I did a touch of research. Turns out in Japan, the most popular guy is a guy who has O blood type, and it's not even close either. It's like almost 50% of women prefer a man who has O blood type. Correct?
Wow.
Yes. And then the most popular type of woman is A blood type. So,
Damn,
huh? M?
damn.
Oh, I thought you said M. That's a whole nother,
No.
letter.
No, I said damn because I'm not A type.
Oh. Yep.
But even there is another opinion. Well, maybe it's related to. It's been said the most people who tends to cheat on their partner
Ooh.
is blood type O man.
Oh.
So maybe he's too popular.
Yeah.
there's definitely a link there.
Wow, I didn't know that. And then as far as compatibility goes too, the most compatible couple is a guy who's O and a girl who's A. And then second most compatible is a guy who's O and then a girl who's B. So basically it's gonna be O going down the list pretty much. Oh, and then third though. Third is not O. So the third most popular is a guy who is A, and then a girl who's A. And then the least compatible type is a guy who is A, and then a girl who is B.
Oh
So,
wow,
Where's O?
that kind of makes sense.
um, yeah. Oh, I think maybe because O is just like, whatever. I'm chill. Then they're just more compatible with other people if this is indeed something that is that has any legitimacy.
What about AB?
AB is, let's see, are you AB?
Yeah,
Okay,
AB.
Kai, your most compatible partner is another AB person.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wait, Kumi, what are you?
I'm O type O.
Oh, right. So yours is another O, or an A, somebody who's O or A.
Well, but I don't think people decide their partner based on broad type, of course. But interestingly, I've only been in a relationship with a man who has type A and O, except one.
Wow.
So statistical, the result is correct. in
Wait.
Japan.
Well, the one that wasn't A or O, which one?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Except one,
Yeah.
exceptional.
Yeah.
What was AB?
AB, is that the current one though, or?
Oh, my boyfriend is British and he doesn't know his blood type. I'm wondering his blood type right now. It's been said there are other information. What kind of job is suit for each blood type?
Oh wow.
So for Kai, for blood type AB, announcer
Yeah.
and
Sounds
and
alright.
working for beauty fields like esthetician or
Not like
What?
beauty field.
facials.
Oh yeah, I love giving facials.
And illustrator.
Illustrator, okay.
Good.
Mm-hmm. And a broad type B, designer, painter. For broad type or TV talent, politician, lawyer, and for broad type A, teacher or officials in government. It's been said. Well, my boyfriend is a teacher in university. I'm wondering if he's A.
Maybe.
If he's A, that's perfectly correct. His job is type broad A, and my good partner should be type A.
Take some bit.
Well, everyone can check their broad type in broad donation place in Japan.
True.
Yes, for those of you who are listening who are in Japan, just donate some blood, and then you can tell who your compatible partner will be if they also donate blood. Yep. What about what's the job career field for someone who's O? Did you say that one already?
Politician, lawyer, or TV talent.
No,
Wasn't
that was
O?
B. That was B.
That was O.
That was O.
Oh, that was O? I thought that was B.
B is designer and painter. Because B's prototype, it said creative, another word, unpredictable of their behavior.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I can't get the point. Painter can be unpredictable, but maybe Japanese people have an idea rare person who has a minority idea can be artist.
Hmm.
Might be.
Do Japanese people also follow the zodiac?
Yes. Every morning, the news has a small zodiac prediction section segment. Often end of the content,
Oh,
like which
I'm sorry.
zodiac is the luckiest a day in a day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then what's your sign for me?
Tell me the English, the cup of water. Maybe I was born in January 26th. Aquarium.
Aquarius?
That one has a fish.
Mhm.
No,
Aquarius-
Pisces is a fish.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Aquarius.
okay, yeah. Aquarius. Okay. And then what's yours, Kai?
Libra. The
Libra.
scales.
And I'm a Scorpio.
Scorpio. Oh, yeah.
And I've got the tail.
Stinger.
Wait, which one is Libra's the goat? Is that the goat?
No, that's Capricorn.
Oh my god. Okay, we're just gonna move on.
Libra's the scales thing.
Oh wait, here it is.
Libra.
Okay.
天秤座だ。天秤座。
Oh wow. You and Anna are supposed to have really good chemistry. Anna
we
is
do.
supposed to be someone who treats you really, really well based on this, and then you are supposed to be a spy on Anna. You're supposed to spy on her and steal
Spy?
all her information.
Yep, sounds about right.
Okay. Well, there we have it. Blood types in Japan. You can use that information as you see fit. I think next time we should go over, you know how like days of the week are good for bringing in friends, like is it Tomobiki? Or like bring.
Yeah.
I think we should go over those next time.
Yeah, it's based on Chinese zodiac as well. And
What am I?
there are much type of the day in a year.
Since we're doing it, we might as well tell mine. I'm Tiger for sure. Chinese zodiac.
And
What
you're
is yours?
Mine is sheep.
Sheep. Okay.
I'm a boar.
Boar.
rabbit.
Rabbit. Jiwa, do you know what yours is? Jiwa does not know. Your Chinese zodiac.
Asking Chinese zodiac can be a very awkward moment because we can figure out how old are they.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, also asking blood type also can be awkward, like when you are asked to women's age by women. You know, a lot of people doesn't want to be said you look like a B type of blood.
Ooh, B type. The B type is like the artistic one. That might be a compliment. I might like that.
Mid too. But I think in Japan, the best answer is A when you are asked.
What? A is the one with like the stick up their butt. So
it's a majority. Just a safety answer. In casual conversation.
What'd you say, Kai?
For job interviews, probably A is the best answer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just forgot to mention the B. I'm both A and B.
Wait. Okay, A B. I thought it was just A. Anyways, so that will be it for this episode. Please remember, if you have any questions, you can leave us a comment in the section
in the comment
section on YouTube. Yeah, if you're listening to this on a podcast platform, then you can just go to YouTube and leave
please just look our face too sometime.
Yeah. So yes, thank you very much for listening, and we will
Thank you.
be back again next week.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Please.
Subscribe, or I'll come and find you.
Yeah. You don't. You'll get beat up. He does judo. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
All right. So enjoy. Good night. Bye. Oyasumi.
Oyasumi.